Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to use the Explorer app to add what they call markup to the map. That's simply field notes that you take that are associated with locations on the map, and it's pretty simple process. It's not very robust. It doesn't offer a lot of options. We're going to learn a lot more about other ways to do this that provide a lot more control over the kinds of information that you collect and how it's located on the map. But for tonight's exercise, we want to know how to use Markup in Explorer, so I'm going to show you that real quick. In the upper right hand corner, there's an icon that looks like a pencil with a circle around it. Go ahead and tap on that and you'll see that I have markup layers already named in mine, and when you tap on it, it's probably just going to say markup. That's okay. Go ahead and tap on yours where it says markup, and I'm going to tap on my wildlife observations. Notice nothing really happens, but there's some new buttons at the top. On the far left, for example, there's that sort of stack of papers that is the same as the layers. Tap on that and you'll see that it's showing me the markup layers that are currently on my device. And again, I have one example for wildlife observations and one for maintenance needs. You can rename those markup layers, like yours is probably named simply markup, and if you wanted to organize your field notes in whatever categories you wanted to, you could rename the layer. You could delete the layer if you feel like you don't really need multiple layers, or you could add a layer with the little plus icon here and give it a new name, like rare minerals. That would be nice. So now I have an option for 3 different markup layers to choose from to add to the map. And you see the green check is telling me, once I try to create a markup, it's going to draw it on one of these layers. For the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to choose wildlife observations, and then I'm going to create a markup point by, on the right hand side, tapping the circle with the plus. And that's going to drop a red dot right in the center of the map. Most of the time, we're going to be adding notes at the location that we are at, and so you're going to need to move this red dot to the point where your actual location is, which is indicated by the blue dot on the map. And the way you move it is you put your finger on the red dot and hold it until it kind of gets bigger, and then you can keep your finger on the screen and move the red dot, and then let go, and it'll move the marker to that location. And once you've completed that, moving it to your location, you can add a label, and I'm going to say, home, because that's where I am right now. And if you'd like to, you can add notes, and certainly for the exercise tonight, we want you to add notes to your markup points. This is where I live, and it's real nice. And that's all there is to it as far as creating a markup. I've now created a point, labeled it, and added some notes, and then in the upper right hand corner, I can tap done to finish it. Now if I want to edit that point after it's already been created, I just tap on the map where the red dot is located, and just like with the navigation exercise, you see it's showing me all of the features that are near where I tapped. I'm going to now tap on the home markup, and then I'm going to hit the pencil icon and go to wildlife observations to be able to edit that. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There's a little arrow in the upper right hand corner that just basically puts an arrow on the dot. If, for example, you want to show a direction that you're indicating in your notes, like I saw a bear over here, then you can add an arrow. It's not something that I use very often, but it's available for you if you'd like to. And again, we're editing an existing point on the map, and when we're done, we can tap done, or if we want to delete it and start from scratch, there's the trash can icon at the top, and then we can hit the plus and start from scratch again. It's going to show you the list of labels that you've used. You can add a new label like bird observation, and now I'll have that in my list of labels that are options when I create new points. And then the notes, I saw a raven, and then I tap done, and now that's a point that I can refer to on the map. It shows me it's a bird observation, and then the notes that I saw a raven. That's basically how to use markup. Again, you tap on the pencil in the upper right hand corner, you choose the markup layer that you want to add the point to, and then proceed with the rest of the steps to complete your markup point.